Hi there legends, I'm Laura and I'm part of the training team here at Lexer, and welcome to this video module where we're going to walk through Lexer's Smart Search feature. Smart Search is Lexer's product and order segmentation tool that helps you create more specific and relational queries in the segment builder. And why should you use it? Because you'll be increasing your customer insight and reporting opportunities. What this means is more granular segments based on customers' purchases and better personalization because you know exactly what customers have bought in each individual order. And better personalization means a better customer experience with your brand. Smart Search is all about relational queries. But what do I mean when I say relational? Well, when you run a standard attribute search in the segment builder, you're grouping customers who have certain attributes in common. For example, customers who have ever purchased the Leah yoga top and customers who have ordered anything in the last 90 days. This is a really useful search to run, but the results won't actually tell us that these customers purchased that specific yoga top in the last 90 days. To make my meaning really clear, with this search, we're just looking at customers who have purchased the yoga top at any point in time and have made an order of any product, yoga top or not, in the last 90 days. And so this search is called a non-relational search. With Smart Search, however, we can overlay these two attributes together to find all customers who have 1. Purchased the Leah yoga top and 2. Have ordered it in the last 90 days. So these two attributes are now related, which is why we refer to Smart Search as a relational search tool. There are a number of really great use cases for Smart Search, and the tool lends itself really well to replenishment messages. For example, you can find customers who purchased shampoo in the last 60 days but have not yet ordered shampoo again, or find customers who purchased a winter coat 2 years ago and haven't ordered a coat since. Seasonal campaigns are another really good one for Smart Search. You can find customers who purchased gift cards on Christmas Eve last year, for example. Finally, customer migration is also a great use case for Smart Search, as you can find customers who have only shopped in a store that's closing down because you might want to migrate these customers to a nearby store or online. But that's enough of the slides. Let's jump into the hub and see Smart Search in action. I'm in our demo hub, Fitness Co, and we're going to navigate to understand, which takes us to our segment builder. And this is where you'll find Smart Search. If we click into the attribute picker, we'll see on the right-hand side the Smart Search column here. And we currently have 4 Smart Search attributes: product purchased, first product purchased, last product purchased, and order. If we select any of these attributes, we'll have the ability to add filters and create our relational search queries. So, we're going to add the order attribute to the search, and we can start taking a look at how to run a query. I'm going to start with a general search first and not use any filters to find anyone who has ever made an order at Fitness Co. But we can start to narrow this down and really dive deep into the details. We can see that this order attribute has a set of filters. And these are everything we know about the orders made at Fitness Co. And we can select a combination of these to ask a specific relational question about our customers' engagement with our brand. I should mention here that these are our standard set of filters, but depending on the data you have, you might see more filters to choose from. So, for example, we might want to see all customers who have made their first purchase online, and it was in the last 90 days. So I start to add these filters to my attribute. The channel will be online. And there we go. And hit search, and our profiles will come up. So we can see that we can start to make very specific searches using these sets of filters. Let's look at the product purchase attribute now, because there's a lot we can do here too. They get very granular. Now, if I select the attribute, we might want to see all customers who bought a particular product as their last purchase, and this was in the last 120 days. So we can select the following filters. The first will be product name, and we're going to go with the Celine yoga hoodie. So I just type that in, and then I'll select it. And then we'll choose order sequence in a specific order, and we choose last. And finally, order date. And this is going to be in the last 120 days. Now we hit search, and our profiles will come up. Now, if we want to go even further, we can select channel and then select online to see anyone who has purchased this hoodie in the last 120 days online. The great thing about Smart Search attributes is that you can also create and save segments using them alongside your regular attributes, which means you can add them to your track dashboards, activate them so you can use them for campaigns, and compare as well for insight. But let's look at some use cases now, because this is the juicy part. Firstly, I'm going to reset my segment builder, and now we can dive in. Finding seasonal insights is a great one for Smart Search. In the past, our demo company here, Fitness Co, have run a Winter is Coming campaign for our Helena hooded fleece jacket, and we want to see how well this campaign is performing year on year. To do this, we need to find customers who purchased the Helena hooded fleece in our previous year's campaign compared to this year. Then, if we wanted to, we could target customers who have not purchased from this year's campaign, for example. We go into the attribute picker, and then we're going to select the product purchase attribute, and we're going to add some filters. The product name, which is going to be the Helena hooded fleece, and then the date of the campaign. So between, let's say, May and July of a previous year, because that's when things are cooling down here in Australia, and a time when we would expect people to be purchasing nice warm fleece jackets. So I just add in the dates, and then we hit search, and our profiles will come up. To check how our most recent campaign is going, we tweak the filter slightly. Product name will stay the same, but we now add the date of our most recent campaign, May to July again, but a new year. And then when we hit search, we'll see we have slightly less people who have purchased the hoodie during this most recent campaign period. With this information, we can choose to look into the customers who haven't repurchased and retarget them with some new marketing. But let's reset our segment builder again for a new use case. Maybe we have a new colorway of a best-selling product, and we want to let our VIP customers who purchased that product in the last year know it's now available. So, for this use case, we're going to go back into the attribute picker and select the product purchased attribute again, and then we're going to add the product name filter, and we'll search for the Carmen yoga pant. And it'll come up eventually, and then we use the order date filter and include in the last 12 months. And because we only want our VIP customers, we're going to select discount is less than or equal to 0. Then we're going to add another attribute, spend decile. And then we're going to filter for greater than or equal to 8, which will give us our top 30% of customers. Feel free to toggle this as you like to get the segment volume you'd like to target though. Now, if you want to exclude customers who made an order in the last 7 days, we can do that as well. We just add the order date attribute into the not have section, and then we add in the last 7 days. When we hit search, we can see that 16 profiles appear, and this might seem low, but we are in our demo hub and our data sources aren't as rich as yours will be. So these are our top 30% of customers who purchased the Carmen Yoga Pant without a discount in the last 12 months, and they haven't made an order in the last 7 days. Now, we can save this search and push this segment to our owned and paid channels to let these customers know we have more colours. Now, for our final use case, we're going to reset our segment builder again and just go back to the default view. As I mentioned earlier, replenishment is a really great use case for Smart Search. Generally, you'll have a product that you know customers will purchase on repeat, whether that's a new bottle of shampoo or face oil every 30 days or a new pair of shoes after a child has outgrown them. Replenishment campaigns are a powerful use case to fuel customer lifetime value growth. So first, we're going to select the product purchase attribute, and then we're going to filter for the Celeste sports bra. Type it in and select, and then an order date of the last 180 days. As we know generally, our customers at Fitness Co tend to purchase a new one every 6 months. And we're also going to recreate this exact search, but we're going to drag this attribute to the have not section of the segment builder and then change the purchase date to the last 30 days. So we want to find customers who purchased the sports bra in the last 180 days, but not in the last 30 days. We can simply save the segment there, or we could get even more granular and add things like sizing, payment types, etc. By adding more specific filters to our query, we can start to be more specific with our creative. For example, if we want customers to see the product in their size, then use the size filter. If you know that customers who use Afterpay have a higher lifetime value, then you might reference Afterpay in your messaging, and so on. The options for personalization are endless. When we hit search, our profiles come up, and now you have the segment you want to target and activate for your replenishment campaigns. But that's enough for now. Let's do a quick recap. So, what did we learn today? We learned that Smart Search is an advanced search capability that supports sophisticated user queries, but we also went through why it's important and how to use it, with a few interesting use cases along the way. And if you have any questions, we have documentation available on learn.lexer.io, or you can reach out to your support team or your success manager. I hope you enjoyed this introduction today, and I'll see you next time.